What a pleasure now. I'm joined by Gary, Dave and Chris to talk about credentialed management. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you on the program.
Thank you.
Now, what does it take to become a credentialed manager?
Well, I did it about 10 years ago, and there was an applied knowledge assessment. And once you've done that, there's a certain level of years you have to have at a certain level of profession. I think and once you pass that and you've done well with the test, you then become credentialed.
And does it stop there, or do you have to do something each year?
Oh no, it's a continuing thing. Each year we have to get 40 hours of continuing education. It can be like this conference, it can be attending training sessions here, it can be reading material, books, it could be university courses, it can be a wide variety of things. And then every few years you also have to go back and you do a reassessment of yourself kind of with your peers and people that you work with, and kind of tell you where you are in your career and maybe if there's areas you need to improve or to get better on. It's just a self-assessment really to help you.
Sounds like a lot of work. Do you think you've gained from that?
Most definitely. One of the things that is key to the Credentialed Manager program is an accountability component, where each year you set up an action plan. And with that action plan, you determine, based upon your assessment, what areas of emphasis you're going to concentrate on for that year. At the end of that year, you go back and you give an accounting of what you've learned, citing specific examples of what you learned, how you applied that knowledge in your work environment, and what the results were from that. So it's very beneficial, and you can immediately see the results at the end of that year because of what you've learned through the Credential Manager program.
And do you think cities and counties benefit from this?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. They do. I think it helps us to be better managers, what we do and how we do it. I think we can learn, like I said, from our peers, from universities that do a lot of this research, people that are writing books, and I think it just gives you a better handle on what you're doing. If there's new things you can be doing, better ways to do things, it's not just about saving money either. I think it's about just helping you to run that local unit of government in a better way and helping the citizens in as well.
Now, from what you see over the last 10 years or so, do you think this is a growing trend? Do you think more people are becoming credentialed? Do you think this is something that the profession's getting behind?
Well, I think it's actually maybe the trend, or it's kind of evolving from what it was. Well, for example, when I started, I was very young in the profession. I wanted to be credentialed to be more competitive for other jobs. I was on a career track to move up. Now I'm not. I'm happy where I want to be. And I see the credentialing is, again, as we've already said, it's just more for my own personal development and professional development. I think that's what we're seeing throughout the organization as well, is that it's going beyond just to be competitive. It's going to be a better manager.
Yeah, I think that clearly more and more people are doing it and taking advantage of it, and if they're not, they should be. It's a great program, and I think it's a great way for people, as everybody said, to just get better at what you do. And I think David said that it helped him when he was first, younger and first starting. But for me, I think it's a matter of making you a better individual and a better manager and a better person. And I think that's what it's all about. The other things will happen as they need to happen, but I think it's just being better at what you do.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Really appreciate you taking the time. I'm really interested to hear more about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.